The Chicago Bears have somehow found a suitor for tight end Adam Shaheen. What did we get in return, and what do I grade this trade? What's up, guys? I hope all of you are doing well. Training camp is about to start. In case you guys didn't know, it's already started for the rookies, but veterans are expected to come to training camp later this upcoming week. So that's some exciting stuff, man. Finally seeing football return in some way, shape, or form. I saw baseball return too, NBA is returning too, hockey too. So it's nice to finally have sports for a while, thank God. And for this video, okay, so super late on this, okay, I was busy pretty much the entire day, so I apologize for the delay, but here's my reaction to the trade, which, like I said, man, we traded away Adam Shaheen to the Miami Dolphins for a conditional 6th-round pick. When I first heard about this trade, I was like, what the hell? There is no way we got a 6th-round pick for Adam Shaheen. Like, I honestly expected us to kind of just cut him and, you know, not really get anything in return, because it didn't really seem like his value was of anything significant. I thought that we might get a 7th-round pick if we're super lucky, but to get a 6th-round pick, especially from a team like the Miami Dolphins, who are probably going to be a bad football team this year, so they're going to be picking closer to the top of the 6th round than the end of it. That's a pretty good pick to receive in return for a player that has literally done almost nothing for us his entire time in Chicago. I'm going to read you guys Adam Shaheen's stats while he was in Chicago. So he played in 27 games, and in those 27 games, get ready for it, he finished with a grand total of 26 catches for 249 yards and 4 touchdowns. 250 yards, guys, in 27 games. That's ridiculous. I mean, that's extremely bad for where we drafted him, obviously being in the 2nd round. He was a risky project player, obviously. So he came from Ashland, a college that doesn't really play that good of competition. So, I mean, everybody around the NFL knew that Adam Shaheen would be a risky player. It would be a project player, and he would need a lot of time developing. But unfortunately, due to injuries and due to, you know, maybe some things out of Adam Shaheen's control, you know, like his body, his health, he wasn't able to be on the field for that long. He finished both last year and the year before on IR. He struggled with chest injuries, ankle injuries, injuries all over his body pretty much. And he just seemed like he was never truly healthy his entire time in Chicago, which is truly a shame, because if you look at his measurables, his raw athleticism, it was all there. There was a reason why we were calling him Baby Gronk. Like, the comparisons were valid from a physicality, from a, you know, measurable standpoint. But if you look at his game tape, man, that's where the comparisons end, okay? His route running was horrendous. His hands were spotty at the very best. I mean, his overall knowledge of the game just seemed like it was not there. He wasn't on the same level as everybody else on that field. And, you know, you could tell that he came from a college that did not play good competition, because Adam Shaheen didn't look like he belonged on the NFL field. So, obviously a horrible pick by Ryan Pace, wasting that 2nd-round pick. We could have gotten, you know, a lot of different players. I know people want to say we could have gotten George Kittle, but, you know, a lot of teams could say that. So I'm not totally mad at him for passing up George Kittle, because a lot of teams pass up on him. But to pass up some of the other great players, to select a project player instead that, you know, didn't really work out, that was definitely a mistake, you know, looking back in hindsight. Now, if Adam Shaheen was fully healthy his entire time in Chicago, maybe his career could have ended up a lot different. Maybe he could have been closer to that Baby Gronk level, at least be a productive, somewhat productive tight end, more than he was over the past 3 years. He could have been, you know, a really good weapon for Trubisky, but sadly, you know, injuries just kept him off, and he never truly developed. And, you know, Bears fans saw he just was not on the same level as everybody else, so that's why we got rid of him, and we completely overhauled our tight end core this offseason. Now, what did we get in return for Adam Shaheen? We got a conditional 6th-round pick, which I am extremely happy about, okay? So if I had to rate this trade, you know, grade this trade, that is, I would give it a solid A+, because there's probably nothing else you could get for it. Now, let's not give Ryan Pace too much credit, though, because he is the one that selected Adam Shaheen in the first place, so it's his mistake, and he's just trying to fix it somewhat. So, excellent job of getting the 6th-round pick, but horrible job wasting the 2nd-round pick in the first place. Turning a 2nd-round pick into a 6th-round pick is never really a good thing, but if you look at it from a sunk cost perspective, you know, that we already drafted Adam Shaheen, we can't do anything about that. You know, getting the 6th-round pick is a good move. Now, Dolphins fans, I saw a lot of you guys were saying that, oh, the only reason Adam Shaheen didn't have any success was because of Trubisky. Trubisky is the worst quarterback in the NFL. Obviously, anybody playing with him is not going to have success, right? Well, guys, Trubisky was far from the reason why Adam Shaheen did not have success in Chicago. So quit saying that. It was because of injuries. Now, if you want to be optimistic about Adam Shaheen, you definitely can be because he's still pretty young, still has that athleticism, that raw, physical attributes that made people compare him to Gronkowski, and maybe he one day could blossom into a pretty, dominant weapon in this league. But, the chances are slim right now because he hasn't really shown he's capable of doing anything in this league so far. So, I wish Adam Shaheen the best of luck. Dolphins fans, good luck with him. He seems like a really good, hardworking dude. It's just that I guess destiny did not want him to play for the Bears because he just could not stay healthy no matter what. This trade now leaves us with 7 tight ends on the roster, down from like 45 tight ends earlier this summer. So we're cutting down on that tight end number so you media people can finally shut up. Okay, we're not going to keep freaking 50 tight ends on the roster, going into the actual season. So now we have 7. A lot of you are asking me who I think is actually going to make this roster. If you had to ask me, the top 5 as of right now, I would have to say Graham, Kmet, Harris, Holtz, and Horsted. Okay, those 5 are probably going to make the team. If we want to keep 4, then maybe you can cut out Horsted because Holtz is more of a blocking tight end. I think that we might want to incorporate his abilities more in this offense, especially with the type of offense that Matt Nagy runs, with the 2 tight end sets, which we should be running a lot more this year with actual decent tight ends. So, that's the story about our tight ends. I really, truly hope that we can get some production out of them. We better with all the moves we made this offseason, getting, Graham for that pretty big contract, investing a second-round pick in Kmet, getting Harris too. Like, Pace has invested a lot of money now in the tight end position, a lot of draft capital too, and it better pay off at this point because if our tight ends again finish last in the NFL, we're not going to have a good offense. I'm sorry, that's just not possible. So we're going to need to get some production from our tight ends. Hopefully we can. Again, I wish Adam Shaheen the best of luck in Miami. Good luck with him, Dolphins fans. But that's pretty much all I want to say in this video. Let me know your opinions down below. But as always, bear down.